Hey Darren, Paul here. Got your bike here on the lift. Okay, so your bike, I just switched in a new battery, and your bike is making absolutely fantastic voltage. Like really, really good. I just started up cold after sitting outside, and your bike is making 14.25. So that's great. That's really, really good mileage. Now, the only thing that I found that was wrong, other than the battery that I got with the bike was low, was you have one accessory that was plugged in backwards. When I got here, this red wire was on the negative and this black wire was on the positive. Now if you follow this wire, it goes through the fuse block, comes around the other side, and it hooks up to what looks to me like would be a hookup for a heated vest. And it also doesn't look like it's been, it doesn't look like it's been used all that much. You can tell by the corrosion and whatnot that's on it. But if this is used for a heated vest, the fact that it's wired in backwards doesn't make any difference at all. The heated vest will absolutely work. The thing that you did do wrong is with this positive wire being reversed, now the exposed end, which is this exposed nipple, if this touches ground, then you've technically got a dead short. And when I found it, it was literally just sort of like stuffed in like this, right? And then the lid for your battery box goes on top like that. So this wire was just kind of like stuffed in there. So I don't know what it was touching when it was underneath it, but potentially you had a live wire, which would be this guy here, touching chassis or bouncing around or doing whatever, and potentially draining your battery. Like I said, your bike started right up. There are no error codes or faults, anything showing on the dash. Everything appears to be normal, and the bike is making great voltage. Your battery, on the other hand, came in at 11.56 volts, which is a fail. I'm going to put it on the charge overnight. It should come back, and failing it doesn't, I'll sell you this one. All right, sir, that's all I got for you now. Overall, this is good news. Okay, Darren, part 2 of your bike. Just putting it up on here on the lift. Grab a flashlight. Is this working? Yeah, okay. All right, you mentioned parking on the curb or close to the curb. We're going to have a look at your exhaust. You can see here, your exhaust actually is looking really good. I gave it the poke and wiggle, and it appears to feel just fine. Some minor scratches here and there, but for the most part, the exhaust is good there. And then on the other side, it's pretty much the same thing, virtually untouched. So I'm not sure what it is you felt hitting the curb. Maybe just the end here. I noticed there's some very light scratching here from having maybe backed into the curb. But no, they're on there solid and good. So you're fine there. Headers are still a little on the, still a little on the hot side for me to touch. So we're just going to go to the next step here. Put your bike back down. All right. The other thing you were mentioning is that your fairing was making some noises. Turn this flashlight off. Yeah, okay. That your fairing was making some rattling noises and whatnot. I did find underneath these two covers, you have one on this side and one on the other, obviously, that there's this teeny tiny little clitoris. And you can see that this is moving. Whoops, come back here. You can see that this needs to be insulated. There should be like a little rubber O-ring that goes around that clit and keeps it locked into position. And then the same is true on the other side. What did I do with your key? Your key. Uh-oh. It's in my hand. Okay, so back under here. Open this guy up, and you'll see that you've got another clitoris right there. And you can see how there's a little bit of room here for it to move. There should be an O-ring right inside there holding that little into position, and you can see that it's clearly, yee-hoo. Okay, now, part of the reason I know this is true, I don't have two hands to do this with, but I was going to show you, I was going to do like a little bang test just to show you that when you hold this section of the fairing with one hand and you bang with the other, the rattling noise is hugely reduced. Otherwise, looking around the rest of your bike, all the fasteners for the front fairing appear to be there. So maybe I'm missing something, but I think that's pretty much it. These are going to be Kawasaki parts. So, or the little O-rings are going to be Kawasaki parts. So we should probably get those on order. As you know, Kawasaki's closed Sunday, Monday, so that means tomorrow I'll place your order. Okay, sir. I think that's everything. Okay.